you'll have to confirm this. Adrian had played no Texas Hold'em, and they came to a charity poker tournament that I emceed. They didn't even sit down. And then I find out like 2 years later, Adrian is playing at Canterbury. I thought maybe I guess a little bit of credit for you playing poker.
You do. Like, you know what? Let me really get into it and, make it a hobby of mine.
They told me he was playing 3-4 days a week.
Yeah, I was playing a lot.
Yo.
Yeah. So when he's out there,
putting him on blast right now.
in Minnesota. Well,
All right, guys, we got AP here. He just made a deep run in the tournament, 5th place.
Yeah, man. I feel like I did pretty good all day. Caught some bad hands towards the end. But overall, I feel like I kind of played solid. Unfortunately, it just didn't go my way. My last hand, I ended up having King 7 of spades, and I was in half of my chips. And I'm just like, you know what? This might be the opportunity for me to kind of triple up, and it just didn't go my way.
Damn.
They threw over their pair, they threw over their hands, and they both had pairs.
Jeez.
And 9s and 10s. I'm just like, But even with that, I had opportunity. I could hit spades, could hit a king. Running 7s. So I said opportunity. Just unfortunately, it didn't work out this time.
Feel that. Who knocked you out? Was it Bryce?
I don't think it was Bryce. I can't remember his name honestly. And the young lady that's all flexible.
Oh, Sophie.
Sophie. She was one of she had the bigger stack out of the 3, and she ended up having the pocket 10s and ended up knocking me out. Oh damn! But yeah.
Well, shout out to her. You play a lot of poker though?
Yeah, I play a lot of poker. I play Omaha a lot. Down in Houston, Texas, Poker Stars, Joker Stars. That's where I spend a lot of my time playing. I normally play Omaha. I like the full court game. But I like to switch it up with what I started with. I learned in high school how to play Omaha, and once I went to the pros and then decided to get my residence in Houston, started going to the poker halls there and learned about PLO, and I've been locked into that since. But every now and then I get around and kind of slow it down to play Omaha.
Yeah.
So to play Hold'em.
Okay. So you were playing while you were playing in the NFL too?
Yeah. Not as much. It was a place in Minnesota called Canterbury.
Oh.
That was not too far from Eden Prairie. They actually go there and play a lot. I spent a lot of hours there playing Hold'em, and matter of fact, that's really all I played when I was there. Until I moved down to Houston, got my place in Houston, and learned about PLO and started playing that. So, yeah, I've played a lot.
Is it the money part that attracts you to it, or what about poker you think draws you to it?
I think it's both. It's the competition part. Because you never know the type of individuals you're going against. You might go against someone that's aggressive, that's kind of it might be they play slow, that they're passive. It's so many different personalities. Somebody that's sporadic, that you never know what they're going to do. I think that's kind of how I play in a more controlled sense. But it's just that competitiveness, you got a good hand, just suspense of, what's going to happen on the turn, what's going to happen on the river, man. It's just, it gives you that thrill and that excitement to just kind of challenge people, challenge yourself, because it's a game that you have to be smart, and you have to, have decent hands, and you got to play with some type of strategy. So for me, even more so when it comes to Hold'em, PLO, that's a totally different ball game.
Yeah, it's a whole nother game.
Whole different game. Yeah.
What else you playing outside of poker? Any sports these days?
Pickleball. You know what? Dang, you reading my mind. It's funny because I'm actually in the process of finishing this paint job, so I end up getting all the measurements and everything for my pickleball court that I painted on my basketball court outside.
At the crib, let's go.
At the crib. So got all the dimensions, and I got it all laid out and painted up. My kitchen is like, my kitchen area is red. And I got the black kind of sprayed around and on both sides, and then the I don't know what they call the outside of that, but that's black, and I paint everything else black, and then I have to finish the the perimeter of it, which is gonna be white. So it's gonna look pretty dope once I'm done with it, but it's looking pretty good. So I'm picking up the pickleball just to get my body active. My boys like it as well, so I enjoy it.
Pickleball's taking over, man. I go to Lifetime out here,
Yeah.
and they've replaced the basketball courts with pickleball.
Okay.
There's more people playing that than hoops.
Are you live right now?
Yes, I am.
All right, here we go.
There he is.
Is this a podcast or are we live?
Yeah, we're not live.
Okay. All right.
You wanna
Well, I'm popping in then.
Yeah, you want to join us?
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. We got Adrian
Just
Peterson
for a few
here.
minutes. I know. I'm telling you, this may be true. He'll have to confirm this. Adrian had played no Texas Hold'em.
Really?
Now him and Larry Fitzgerald come to this charity event, and what was that? The Minnesota one, the Starkey Foundation.
Yep, Starkey Foundation.
They come, and neither one of them played poker, and they came to a charity poker tournament that I emceed. Okay, and they didn't even sit down. And then I find out like 2 years later that Adrian is playing at Canterbury in Minnesota all the time.
He just mentioned that place.
And they love him. They love him. They're like, Adrian's the best. We love him. And so I thought maybe I guess a little bit of credit for you playing poker.
You do. That definitely turned me on to it more. I was just like, you know what? Let me really get into it and make it a hobby of mine. So
I love it.
I spent a lot of time, and it was close too. It was like 15, 20 minutes away from my house. So
I mean, they told me he was playing 3-4 days a week.
yeah,
Damn.
I was playing a lot.
Yo,
Yeah. So when he's out there
putting him on blast right now.
in Minnesota, well, yeah, I mean, come on, what's wrong with playing poker?
Facts. I mean,
But yeah, no, I mean, like he didn't do anything wrong. He's playing poker. But
Yeah.
it was great, and I think that then you play with the same people. You get a whole social thing
Yeah.
going.
Have you
on,
guys
and
played
it's
against each other yet?
fantastic. We have not, but I know this. Like when I watched him out there, I'm like, all right, see, he's moving. Like you can know when a guy's a poker player, right? He moves the chips. He told a nice joke. He was talking about slow rolling. And I'm like, well, if you like, the people at home don't even know what happened, right? Because it's a bunch of amateurs watching. And I'm like, no, so I'm like, here's a poker player. Right here, this guy.
there we go. Coming from
I
Phil
will have to
Hellmuth.
get Adrian. You should come to the Warriors charity tournament.
I'm down, man. I'm down. I gotta
All
get your number before I head out. We can make that happen.
We'll make sure. I'll make sure that Blake Wynn gets us hooked up. But the Warriors event's so much fun. Ninja was scheduled to come with me last time.
Yeah.
And then our coach died. Our assistant
Damn.
coach died. And Ninja and I had a whole weekend planned. He was going to come out. We were going to sit on the floor of the Warriors game. He was going to be my guest. Then the charity poker tournament. And the owners wanted to have it, and they wanted to give $500,000 of the money to the family of the coach.
Wow.
But the players, who could blame them? And they were just like, we can't do this.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be 4 or
Makes
5
sense.
days later. And then I think I had somebody else come instead of Ninja. He couldn't make it, but he was scheduled to come out with me.
Shout out to
Maybe we do
Ninja.
something like that. I'll get Adrian to come out, sit on the floor of the Warriors game with me,
Yeah.
meet
That'd
the
be dope.
players. I play poker with Draymond Green all the time.
Okay.
Great guy.
I'm all in for that.
Yeah. And then playing our private game maybe too.
Oh.
Hey, I'm down for that too.
That's fun.
Weekend,
100,
man.
200, no limit.
Whoa.
Hold on.
What's the buy-in?
5,000.
5,000. I can make it happen.
Yeah, but I mean, let me coach you up a little bit.
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
I had
Throwing
Mr.
some
Beast.
shade.
I had Mr. Beast come and play.
Hear from him, coach you up. You gotta be like, okay.
You gotta
let me,
take
let
it.
me know.
Yeah.
He's one of the goats.
Exactly.
I had Mr. Beast come and play with us, and like Jimmy Jimmy's.
He goes all in every other hand.
Yeah, I mean, Jimmy's also very,
Yeah.
I mean, his company's raising at what, $6 billion or something.
When you got money like that,
I mean,
yeah.
it's Mr. Beast, I love Jimmy. He's just a great human being.
Absolutely.
So, all right, I'm jumping your interview
Yeah.
here.
Thanks for popping
so-
in. Good seeing you.
Yeah.
All right, I'm out of here.
All right.
All right, bring it in, my man.
Well, appreciate it, bro.
I hug Draymond Green like 8 times a night. Nobody ever says anything to us, and I always say this. You know why? Because we're alpha males.
Wow.
Exactly.
Mic drop.
That's my line.
Yeah.
So you replaced the basketball hoop. So are you still hooping?
Every now and then. I hoop every now and then.
Yeah. So I used to play.
Yeah, I was down on the court yesterday teaching my boys some post moves.
Yeah.
And, in this last 3 games, so he was so scared to play basketball because he never played. He's a football player, baseball, and track. And I told him, just go out there and try it, man. You never know what you can do unless you try it. So he he actually tried it this year, and the previous 3 games he didn't score any points, but he hustles, played really good defense, get rebounds, 8-10 rebounds a game. I said, listen, that right there alone, that's what I was telling before they decided 18B team. I said that alone is going to get you on the A team, you know, because you're a defensive guru.
Yeah.
I said, but in the meantime, we'll work on your game, you know. So he's got a taller kid, so they got him playing like in a post. So actually, last night, I'm out there messing with the court, and for about 20, 25 minutes, you know, I taught him some post moves. I was like, hey, this is what you do. If you're on the box, you know, have the hand up, and you know, like you're asking for the ball. Then you can go to the left, or you can go to the right. If you go to the left, bam, you can lay it off the back, you know, off the glass, right here on the line, or just, you know, but you just got to feel it. Or if you want, he's a right-handed kid, you can go in, but just know that guy's gonna have like a little advantage because his hand is right there. I said, but on the right side, the left side of the goal, when you post up, you'll have more room to kind of get that shot off, you know, because the guy's playing with his left hand up.
Yeah.
You know?
I can't wait to have kids and teach them sports, man.
Yeah, but he scored 10 points tonight.
Oh, let's go.
Yeah, 10 points. You know,
Quick learner.
Really quick. So I'm impressed with what he did, and you know, the effort he put in.
Yeah. Who wins one-on-one basketball, me or you?
Me or you?
Yeah.
Oh, me hands down.
Nah, I would win.
Without a doubt, you would.
No, I would win easily. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
We're playing.
We need to.
You
I
wouldn't.
promise
I
you.
mean, you would get gassed.
So I'm gonna tell you this. So you think I'm gonna get gassed? They call me all day for a reason. First off, my defense, 3 years in a row, defensive MVP
In basketball?
in basketball.
That was in high school, though.
Yeah, in high school. But you know, I play recreation and all that, and in college and all that. Like, I don't get it twisted now. The defense is still there. You know, when you're athletic and you're agile, you can make it happen. And then I got a nice little shot, and I'm physical. So even if I have to, if I gotta take advantage of you, and I'm just like, I can just bring him down and
You
post
wouldn't be
him
able
up.
to back me down. I'm 6'6", 200. You wouldn't be able to back me down. Even if you did, I would just block it.
I'm just saying, I've backed down guys, you know, a lot bigger than you before, and you know,
I'm just saying, father time.
and dunked on guys.
You're
as
not
well.
dunking on me.
You don't think so?
You're not dunking on me.
You know what? I like the mentality. I love it.
We'll play. We'll play the.
We definitely got to play, because I promise you will not beat me.
I will beat you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
You don't know me.
Okay. I don't know you, but I know me. So I'm telling you, I would not lose to you.
All right. We'll
And
see.
that's no disrespect. Like, are you trash,
I
or
feel
you
that.
you can't
I know you're
shoot
athletic.
or whatever. But I'm gonna lock you up. You're gonna be frustrated. You know, I'm that guy that you be like, damn. You know, like,
I don't know, man. I'm shooting 70% in the league right now.
yeah, 70%.
Yeah.
Who's holding you though?
Decent
Not me.
players. Yeah.
Yeah, not me though.
All right. We'll see. We'll
We're
see.
gonna test it out.
Next time you're in Vegas, man. What else are you doing this trip? You leaving after this?
Yeah. I'm heading back to the house. My youngest son, Axel, he has a championship game coming up, so he got practice tomorrow. Make sure he's, you know, doing what he has to do, and then I'm going to, you know, Texas football it's really huge. So the high school, my boys are zoned to have a sophomore who's playing as well. They have a playoff game against North Shore.
Damn.
I think North Shore is ranked like number 2 in the state of Texas.
Holy crap.
They're like 11-0 in Ridge Point High School. They're 10-1. So they have a big game on Friday. So getting back for practice tomorrow, and then the big game on Friday, and then get a little break on Saturday, and then the championship game for my son in his little league on Sunday.
Man,
So-
your kids are active.
Oh yeah,
That's
Oh,
cool
yeah.
that you go to all the games and stuff too.
Oh yeah.
That's important
and
too.
that's the best part. Yeah, you know, it's really important, and that's the best part about you know, I miss the game of football every single day. You know, but you know, I think about it from this perspective. If I was still in the league, I wouldn't be seeing that game on Sunday. I wouldn't be able to be there with my boys on Friday. You know, going to the game and teaching them things that I know. Or going to his game on Wednesday, like I wasn't able to make it today because you know, the poker tournament, but like the practices and things of that such. So just being able to spend more time with them and be hands on is really critical. You know, and that's something that I've realized, and that kind of smooth things over from being out
I love
out
that.
of the league. You know,
So you felt like you could have kept playing though?
yeah.
Yeah, because you were still putting up good numbers in your later years.
Yeah. I feel like I could have still played. Unfortunately, that the last portion of my career was, not unfortunate that it was in Seattle, but in Seattle I had an injury that I sustained, which I had the sciatica. So I ended up having a pinched nerve, and it took me like 15, 16 months to fully heal from that. I tried everything I could try to bounce back from it, and they recommended surgery, and I just didn't want to go under the knife again.
Yeah,
so I said, you know what?
Had plenty of those.
Yeah, so I said, you know what? Let me just let it heal naturally and go through that process. But it was probably the most difficult thing I had to deal with, because for over a year and a half, I couldn't jog. Literally couldn't jog.
Where was the pinched nerve? In your leg?
Yeah. So it was my left leg, and if I move 2 or 3, if I was standing straight up and I took a step 2 to 3 feet in front of me, my leg was shut down.
Whoa.
Yeah, so
Holy crap.
jogging or any type of sprinting or anything, it was probably the scariest thing I've dealt with, because I never experienced that,
Yeah, and
not being able to run or jump or just doing just normal things I was used to doing. But God's willing, I was able to be around some good people as far as rehab and doing like all the right things, yoga and different things that allowed me to bounce back. It took a while, but now I'm back running full speed, doing the things that I was, originally able to do. So
nice.
Yeah.
16 months is crazy, and you recovered from some of the worst injuries.
Yeah.
Before that, ACL, right?
Yeah, ACL 2012. Yeah.
They say that's the worst one, right?
Yeah, I would say ACL and Achilles. I think those are probably the worst injuries to try to bounce back from.
Yeah, I remember when you recovered from the ACL one, people didn't know if you'd ever be the same.
Mm-hmm.
Like that was being floated around.
Yeah, it was being floated around, but the type of mentality that I have and just my belief system, I never doubted that I would come back and be better than I was before. So for me mentally, I believe that, and I've always been a firm believer in, you can do all things through Christ who strengthens you. And I know He has the final say so. Like I know that.
Yeah.
Like really know that. So for me, going through that process, it was easy. I just knew that I had to have the right game plan, the right people around me, and then, put in the work, because faith without works is void, right? So, I never forget when that injury happened, going to the sideline. My dad was actually at the game in Washington, and in the locker room, he came to the locker room, and I already knew what it was because they diagnosed it on the sideline. But just getting in there and them going over it again, yes, ACL, and it feels like the meniscus could be torn as well. And I remember telling him, you know what? It was Christmas Eve too.
Damn.
I remember telling him, hey, I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna be better than I was before.
Wow.
And that wasn't me just talking. That wasn't me understanding that, what? This is where I'm at. This is the situation. What you gonna do about it going forward? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's about putting in the action, getting your game plan together, make it known, write it down, make it known, and then put the work in. And I put the work in, man. Like it was hard. It was tough. It was a lot of things I had to do. It was a lot of times I had to get up and work when I didn't want to, when I wanted to lay down because I was hurting. The painful, process of getting my full extension back, trying to get my 90-degree back, all that, man. Like when I was able to look back towards the end of that season and be like, man, you know what? It is what it is. God is the real deal. It's the real deal,
That belief is powerful, and I think your mentality really helps, because a lot of people, that injury would destroy them mentally, and they just never fully recover.
Yep. A lot of it's 90% of it's mentally. You have to believe and understand that, hey, you can do it. You just got to believe that you can do it.
Absolutely. You've been following the NFL this season?
Yeah, I've been following a little bit.
Who you got winning the NFC, and who do you have winning the AFC?
Whew, man, that's a really good one. The Vikings, obviously, have been looking really, really good in the NFC. So I'm gonna rock with them.
You biased though?
I wouldn't say necessarily I'm biased. They've been playing some really, really good ball. Defensively, they run the ball well. The quarterback is playing really, really well. So I think they really have a chance in it. Let me see who else in NFC that's really kind of stands out. Okay, Detroit. I got to give Detroit.
Yeah, they're good.
Yeah. Detroit, I think Detroit is the team to go through without a shadow of a doubt, NFC-wise. AFC, you can't go without saying Patrick Mahomes and what they're able to do. The Texans are playing really, really good ball, even though the last couple of weeks they've kind of, and I think a lot of it has to do with Stephon Diggs going down. It's just different when you got a couple guys that you have to game plan for, But they've been playing really well. A team that's up on the rise that I really like is Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh has been playing some really, really good football. So I think the AFC is kind of wide open right now.
I feel that. Now that you're retired and you have so much knowledge of the game, I'm sure you've been tempted to sports bet.
I have, and I've yet to do it. But actually, on my way down here, I was thinking about it. Like, I need to go ahead and do like a sports bet, even if it's something simple, like $1,000 on a parlay or something.
You have a huge edge,
Yeah, it was this guy that I played poker with, this Asian guy, old Asian guy, and he always used to pick my brain. The past couple of years, hey, what team do you think gonna win? And I would talk to him, because this, that, and other, and different offensive lines match up with different defensive lines. It's just different depending on the team that you're playing and that player, right? And that's real. That's what it is. And he used to come back week after week and ask, and he was winning. So I'm just like, you know what? I think I need to go ahead and try my luck on it. And
he needs to break you off on those too.
See what I can do.
For real.
Yeah.
You're giving him the sauce.
Yeah.
Well, what's next for you, man?
I don't know. It's a lot that I can get into. I got the gym down in Houston, O Athletics, in the Heights area, Houston, Texas. I don't know. I've thought about getting into broadcasting, but
big money there.
It's a lot of money there. It's a lot of money there. It's just, for me, it's more so like of the time and that investment into it. So, I wouldn't want to do anything that would keep me away from seeing my kids play and this, that, and other. So that's kind of like a balance of a thing I'm trying to balance out or whatnot. But I don't know. I'm an entrepreneur. I dibble and dabble in a lot of, I'm into stocks. I'm into a lot of different stuff too. So
yeah. You into crypto?
No, my brother is really big in crypto. I should have got into it. I think Bitcoin is up 97,000
$97K today. Your brother probably got in at like.
Yeah, he got in when it was probably about 15 and 20. So he's winning right now.
7x.
Yeah. See, my thing is too with that, like even 15 and 20, you still make some good money. I like it when it's like $7 or like when you get it, when you really get in there, because I've had some opportunities where I got into some crude oil where it was like it was fluctuated. It was $3, $2.40 some cents. This was like before COVID, and I ended up kind of doing my research, and I found a competitor of it. I can go to peers when you look up or whatever. Yeah. And they kind of had the same trend where they was like $3, $2 or whatever. And then when I seen them, they had dropped down. It happened right after after COVID happened, because they were consistent $2, $3, whatever. And they were down. One was like 39 cents.
Whoa.
And one of them was like 40-some cents
for oil.
Like,
wow.
Yeah. So I bought into it, right? And I put 50 in both of them. I mean, like $2.3 million.
Holy crap.
Here's the crazy thing, though. I waited. I took something out before, but I waited after a full year because of tax purposes and all that. But I made like 2-1.
Damn.
It was stupid return because they shot back up $4, $2.
Wow, that was a no-brainer, yeah.
Yeah, it was. I was like, you know what? I think I like penny stocks more. It makes more sense to me.
Yeah, these days you're not going to make a lot off Bitcoin. Maybe a couple X multiple, but nothing like.
Yeah, unless you're a multi-millionaire and you can just go in there and buy, a billion or whatever, and buy so many shares and it double up like that. But I would encourage people to really look into the penny stocks where you're paying a couple dollars or 50 cents or whatever. Within 5 or 6 months, you'll see that money will flip so fast. You'll be like, what?
Especially with Trump in office, I feel like the stocks are going to be pumping.
Yeah. So I've been my eyes are open on that end as well. But so also, I dibble and dabble in a lot of different things. So we'll see what happens.
I love it. Well, we'll link your gym below and your social media. Thanks for coming on, man.
No problem. Thanks for having me, brother.
Peace, guys.